Just Being Me podcast. Your girls, Margot and Mary. What you see is what you get. When we are in the dark room, we quickly realize it is easier to see with the lights on. If we've ever been in prison, oppressed, in bondage to anyone or anything, we develop a yearning desire for freedom. We learn to appreciate good health when we are sick. We respect wealth when we are in poverty. It seems quite natural to define one condition by what appears to be its opposite: freedom and oppression, illness and good health, poverty and wealth, happiness and sorrow, peace and confusion, faith and fear, strength and weakness, male and female. These are not opposing powers. They are results of how the one power of life is used. The ancestors knew that everything comes from one source. They knew this source had the only power and everything else was a minor challenge. When we stay centered on the source, the power, we see that there are no opposites. Okay, Margot. Only light comes out of darkness to help us see where we want to go. There is only one power, one source operating in my life. Yeah. Oh. Ah. That's for my reading. I'm like, good Lord, what is happening? We all know this is like tongue tied. Hey y'all, we are here with episode 68.
Hello.
You guys hear that voice? Do you hear that voice? Mary Mac is in the house. She's back, y'all.
I am here.
Yes, she's here. I'm here. We're together. Well, she's on Zoom, and I can see her. She can see me, and we're in the heezy, okay?
Yes.
She went out. She was out of town on business last week, and I was out of town on business the week before that. And now we are together.
We're together again. The band is back.
The band is back in town. So, we hope you guys enjoyed I did both of the past two episodes just on a whim because we wanted to make sure that you guys had some content and you didn't think that we just up and left y'all. We here. We are here. And we want to thank you guys always for tuning in to our podcast. We appreciate you guys. We are growing. We have over 1,300 listeners, so that's a yay. Let me get some clap. Let me get some yay. Yay! We are
that's great.
That is so great. I'm so happy about that.
Yes.
We appreciate you guys. So continue to spread the word. Tell your friends and family about our podcast. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Castbox, Spreaker, iHeartRadio, Deezer, and Podcast Addicts. And you guys, I wish I had a drum roll, and I didn't even tell you, Mary Mac, but we are now part of the Amazon Music family. So you can also find us on Amazon Music.
Oh.
Yay!
You know what? I just renewed my Amazon.
And
they have where you could pay the one annual fee, or you could pay it monthly.
Oh, really?
And so my daughter says, "Mom, just go pay it for the whole year.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about getting that bill every month." So I just went in yesterday because my Prime expires actually on tomorrow. So last night I went in there and I just paid it for the whole year.
You know what? I didn't even know
it actually comes out cheaper when you pay it for the whole year.
Oh, really?
Than it does for the monthly fee, yes.
Okay. I'm going to do that because I do get it every month. So I rather just pay it for the year, so I don't have to worry about it. And I know that it's done. Here you go. And
exactly, it was like $116.
Oh, that's
it's like $116.
Oh,
and it was cheaper than you paying it, every month or whatever, and you don't even have to worry about it.
Yeah.
So what you do is just go in and go into your personal stuff on Amazon and just hit on Prime, and it tells you your expiration date and everything when it's time to renew it.
Oh, see? Okay. I'm going to do that because I don't have to worry about it. I use Amazon faithfully. I use Amazon, especially now in the pandemic. I mean, Amazon has been our friend.
Right.
You get whatever you need to get. You be like, let me go on Amazon.
And some of those things you want right away.
Yes. And then
within a few days or not. Now, do you watch Prime?
I do watch Prime. Yep. I do have Amazon Prime. Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
So I'm going to go ahead and do that. That's a good thing. Do it for the whole year and you don't have to worry about it.
You don't have to worry about it anymore.
Speaking of Amazon Prime, and I forgot all about this because we wasn't together, but we talked about it on Amazon Prime, was the Rihanna Fenty X runway show.
That was beautiful.
Wasn't it beautiful?
Oh my God, that girl's so talented. I don't care if she don't put out another album.
Ever.
She doesn't need to.
No.
Oh my gosh.
That show, I'm not a runway show type person. Like, I don't watch the runways. I don't care. I can't fit half the shit that got on there. So, or four.
Yes, you can.
But when I seen Rihanna's show, she had everybody type, every style, every person. I mean, I'm talking about big girls in lingerie and looked hella good. Okay. And was dancing they ass off. Dancing their ass off. I mean, she had a lady that only had one arm. She had a lady that had like a big birthmark on her face. She had a really big dude rocking it, okay?
Yes, he was.
He had heels on. He was wearing heels and they were dancing. It was just it was so entertaining.
And see, here's the thing. Beauty comes in all shapes and sizes.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We've just been so brainwashed that you have to be a size 1 or 0 or 2 or whatever, looking like you missed all sorts of meals.
All of them.
You know what I mean? And you looking transparent and, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You're looking sickly.
It's very.
To walk on a runway.
Yes.
That is not so. And you know what? That's not the way we're built.
No, not at all. We are all different shapes, sizes,
heights,
everything.
And we all spend money.
Big money. And
that's the same thing with her makeup.
Yeah.
Can we get a few more shades in here, please?
Right. Because there's something in between all them other shades that y'all make. There's some other shades in between that.
And look what happened.
Yeah.
She cared enough. She did it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Please. And then now she got her lingerie line and everything like that. I mean, there's nothing stopping this young lady.
No.
Nothing.
And she's
nothing. And it's for her people.
Talented, yes.
Jeez.
So talented. She don't have to put out not another record, but she will have you guys waiting to put out another album, and then you're going to eat it up. We're going to eat it all up. But that runway show was so amazing. It was very entertaining. And I like I said, I don't watch runway shows. So when I heard it, I was like, I don't know if I want to watch a runway show. I said, well, let me just turn it on and see.
But hers is like no other.
Hers was like no. When I turned it on, I was glued to the TV the whole time that it was on. The whole time. I sat in one position and just was watching it in awe, like, whoa, this is a runway show? This? And it was. It had all of her fits and everything on different people, and they dance. I said, well, hell, if you could dance like that in them underwear, that was some good underwear.
Exactly.
You can do some things in them underwear. You in the lingerie and everything else. I mean, they were rocking it. So I give her props on that. That was excellent.
That's the second one I seen. I seen the first one too. Fantastic.
What? I'm gonna watch the first one because it did say volume 2. So I was like, where'd one go? Okay.
I have never seen a show, a production done that way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you just have to take your hat off to her.
Yeah.
She has a vision that is out of this world.
Yeah. And she had Willow Smith, which really caught my eye. She's so beautiful.
That girl
so
is
beautiful.
Photogenic.
Yeah.
She's beautiful.
Yes.
Oh my God, she's beautiful. Her nails go on forever.
Yes. And she was giving face, body. I mean, that is little Jada Pinky right there. But she's like very... When Jada was her age, Jada looked like, my friend. Like my friend in high school. Just a regular, around the way, cool looking girl. But her daughter is just... And not to say Jada's not beautiful, but her daughter is beautiful. Just a beautiful, talented young lady. Just beautiful.
She took her daddy's height.
Yeah, she did. And she looks like Will too. But she embodies Jada to me. Like I see Jada in her. Who else was on there? Lizzo was on there. She was doing her little dance on the floor. Getting down.
Yes.
I was like, okay, Lizzo, I like Lizzo.
I like Lizzo too.
What's her name? Paris Hilton. I've seen her.
Yeah.
P. Diddy's son. I don't know what his name is.
Okay.
I don't know what his name is. But I did see him too.
Okay. Was it Christopher?
Yeah. No, not Christopher.
Christian. Was it Christian?
Yeah, Christian. I think it's Christian.
Yeah. Yeah, Christian.
I've seen him. Who else was on there? I don't know, but it was good. You should check it out. It's on Amazon Prime.
Was Miguel? Was his name Miguel?
Miguel was on there looking like Prince, but he was very entertaining. I was like, I guess I never really paid attention to Miguel. Maybe that's his style or whatever. I like his music because I hear it, but I don't really like see him. So when I seen him, I was like, "Ooh, those some Prince moves right there." Okay, Prince, reincarnated Prince. All right, we can do it. So yeah, check that out. It was really good. It's very really entertaining.
And Rihanna, you don't have to waste your time in no studio. We got enough music out here. You just keep doing what you're doing.
You do what you do, and then when you ready, they'll be ready.
They'll be ready.
And that's what she know. All right, y'all. So let's get into our what you do this weekend. What you do this weekend, Miss Mary?
What did I do this weekend?
It came and went so fast.
It did. It really did. I was kind of like unpacking and doing laundry and things of that nature. And then I went and did a Target run and came home and I changed my towels out in the guest bathroom and I switched up the comforter and changed it, the sheets and stuff, because it's fall now. So I kind of did that, and then I went into my spare room and made some changes there as well. And that was basically all I did. And then on Sunday, I went to visit my mom. Spent some time at my mom's, and that was basically it. I didn't do a lot. Oh, I made some enchiladas.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, I made some enchiladas. I was going to make some banana bread, but it was too hot. So I said, no, I'm not going to turn the oven on for too long. Yeah. So I'm just long enough for those enchiladas that I have a taste for. I'm not going to do any banana bread, and I really don't need it. So that was all I did. Just, did a Target run and, changed out, the bedroom and the bathrooms. And that was basically it. Went and visit family.
Right.
And I made some enchiladas. That was basically it. And how was your weekend, lady?
It made me, I didn't remember. See, weekends, weekday, all of them just meshed together. And for 2020, it just really, it did it before. It did it last year. That's just how it is. But it's just like worse this year. Everything, it just seems like one just big day. But on Saturday, you made me remember, on Saturday, I went and worked out with a trainer.
Okay.
Yes, her name is Bakisha, and she's on my Facebook page, and I was like, okay, I'm going to go and I'm going to work out with her. She's been trying to get me to go. I'm like, she has a group on Wednesdays that meet at 7:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. But I'm like, I'm at work on that day. That's the day that I have to be in the job. So it's like I can't do it. So I did a one-on-one, did a consultation with her this weekend, and man, it was a really great workout. I'm really trying to incorporate exercise into my regular daily regimen of just, it's not a chore. I don't want nothing to be a chore. I want it to just be like, okay, I gotta go and do this. Not like, oh, I gotta go and exercise. I don't want to feel like that. So she worked me out, and the consultation was about 30 minutes, and then I worked out for 30 minutes, and my body was hurting like I don't know what. My muscles was hurting. I was like, but I pushed through. I mean, it was part that I was like, okay, I'm getting, and I told her, I said, I feel dizzy. It was doing some cardio on the ground. And I was like, she said, okay, just take your time. Because I was like, okay. I made it through. Felt great afterwards. I went over to Target, because Target was right around the corner, down the street somewhere. Okay. Because I wanted to go look for some sheets. And it was crowded. The parking lot was crowded. I said, why am I going in this store? I'm just going to go look for some sheets. When I went to go look for the sheets, it was bare. Like, they didn't have no sheets.
Really?
Yes. And I was like, well, where's the sheets at? Like, what? So that just made me upset. So I just took the cart, walked all the way back around, walked right out the door. I said, I'm out. I'm going to have to go. I don't even want to look.
Where were the sheets?
There wasn't no sheets. The sheets, it was bare. It was like a couple of sheets there that I didn't want. I didn't want pumpkin spice color sheets. I didn't want that color. So I was like, okay. So I left from there. And then on Sunday, me and my guy, we drove from Long Beach to Malibu, trying to look for something to eat. My guy was like, I just want like a really good fish sandwich, like a perfectly crispy fish sandwich, not a filet of fish, but like a real good fish sandwich. I said, okay. So we went down Malibu thinking we could find something, just by the water.
Right. Mm-hmm.
We didn't find nothing, and when we did see a couple of places, those lines were so long, we was like, I'm not doing that. I'm not about to get out and do that. So we ended up going up PCH, and then we got on the freeway in Calabasas, because it took us all the back streets to get to the 101. Right. And then we was in Calabasas, and then we ended up in Culver City at Johnny's Pastrami. So the fish sandwich turned into a pastrami sandwich.
You guys just said, never mind.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
And he ended up getting this thing of chili because somebody didn't want it. The guy didn't want cheese in his chili, so he took it. So the lady gave it to us, and it was really good. It was I had the chili before, but I forgot how good it was. It was really, really good chili. Very good.
Now, was it the same spot in Culver City?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Mm-hmm. Johnny's pastrami was so good. And after that, I just chilled. I just relaxed. I relaxed. I had to do an obituary for.
Yeah. Did you get done with that?
I finished the obituary. It turned out good, I guess. But I've been up like late because I've been doing it right after work, trying to make sure that is done, and it got done this morning. So,
is it a long obituary?
It's 15 pages.
You know what? Stop it. You know what? Just stop. I can't.
That's what I said. I was like, this is not a photo album.
15 pages.
15 pages. 15 pages. You got a front page. You got the order of service. You got a whole lot of poems from friends and family. And then like maybe 5 pages of pictures. And then, yeah.
That's overkill.
That's a lot. And my sister's, which is my sister, I'll call her my sister. It's for her auntie, and they asked her if who could do an obituary, and she knew that I knew how to do it. But she said after I said that, I wish I would have never said that because they was getting on her nerves. Can you add this picture? Can you add this? Can you put this? Can you do this? And then she knew she had to come and tell me, and she like, I'm so sorry. I said, don't even worry about it. Just whatever it is, just tell me what it is. I can do it. Don't worry about it. I'll stick it in or whatever. And when it gets to the last minute, I'll tell you I'm not doing nothing else. And so this morning, was, this is final. I want to put this on this little memory stick, and I want to hand it to you. So tell them don't give you nothing else, because it's over. It's done. So
yeah, and then the thing is, it's like you have to set a date. You know what? All the pictures need to be in at this time and this date. You know, we can't go past this date. Whatever we don't get doesn't go in.
They don't go in. That's it. The very last page, she forgot that they forgot that they needed to put the pallbearers in there. So my sister called me and she was like, we want to put the pallbearers in, but they talking about they want to put a picture. But if they don't send me a picture in the next, like when I finish talking to you, go ahead and put that page in there. We done. I said, okay. Put the names in there. She said, I'm here. I said, all right. And I'm loading up the little stick right now. And you can take it and be done with it. So she was done. So that got done, and I'm glad that it did. It turned out good. She said she wouldn't have them printed, and she said it was great. So,
oh, good.
Yeah. So that's good.
Now, what is the services?
Tomorrow. Tomorrow, and her auntie's birthday is Saturday, so they wanted to have it. Yeah, they wanted to have it before her birthday, not on her birthday. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
She died. She passed away of cancer, I believe.
She had cancer?
Yeah.
I hate to hear stuff like that.
I know. And she was young. She was born.
Was she young?
62. Yeah, she was born in 62.
Yeah, she was young.
So, I said, okay.
That's too bad.
So, all right, y'all. So, let's talk about it. Let's just get the fly up out the room, okay?
That was a great segue.
All right, y'all. So we watched the VP debates last night.
Yes, we did.
And what do you think? What got you? What got you?
The fly got me.
But
Where'd
that fly come from?
The pink eye got my attention.
Yeah, you was like, look at his eyes. Like, do we got the COVID?
It started freaking me out a little bit. I'm like, I'm scared because he probably has it and he's not saying anything and he's there suffering.
Right.
And that eye looks crazy. And he kept blinking it too. It was like, it was irritating him. But they said that's one of the signs too of COVID is, some people can get pink eye.
Right.
I was like, oh Lord. But, can I tell you something? What I heard was that today I heard that when they started talking about Breonna Taylor and when they started talking about the reform of the police and, things of that nature, when it went to that segment of it, the debate, that's when that fly landed on his head.
It is. It is. Yep, they sure was talking about that.
You gotta be careful. Be careful. You know what I mean? You have to be careful because you do not know. You do not know who's praying or whatever. You don't know who the spirit is holding.
Right. Yeah.
Why are you sitting up there telling all those lies? So that fly went buzz on his head and it sat there. And everywhere a fly sit, it shits.
It was flies. That's what that stood for. Flies.
Yeah, exactly. And it was like, it sat there for a long time, Margot.
It did. I recorded it, man. We was watching it. And I was like, is that a fly on his hand? So I grabbed, of course, everybody grabbed their phone.
I just couldn't.
Like, it's still there. It's still there.
Look, just like a sister.
Oh.
Didn't tell him nothing. Didn't tell him anything.
Nope.
She didn't say,
fly in your head. Right, nothing. Nope, you just keep on talking with that fly in your head. I just can't.
Exactly.
See, my whole thing was, okay, I'm watching it. And the reason why I'm not a political person, I will say that first and foremost. So I'm not, I usually don't watch these, but this year I decided to watch because I wanted to see, for one, it is a historical thing because there's a black woman running for vice president.
Right.
So I wanted to be a part of that and see what's going on. Second, the reason why I watched the presidential debates is because I don't know Biden. I mean, I know he ran with Obama, but I just wanted to hear for myself. I already know that I'm gonna vote for them because I wouldn't vote for the other. But I just want to hear for myself his politics and how he thinks and what he says, and so I could be like, okay, because if you're gonna go for one or the other, that's the one I'm gonna go for.
Right.
So I knew Pence. If Pence is with Trump, he's going to be a reflection of Trump. And he did exactly that. He did exactly the same thing that Trump did. He was rude. He did not abide by the rules. He overtalked.
Wouldn't stop.
Would not stop. Like, you guys don't, just like both moderators said, your team agreed to the rules. And you get two, then you get one. We both get one to rebut. You don't get to continue on. You need to, when she says it's time for you to stop, I can understand you completing your sentence. But to keep rambling on about stuff, it's uncalled for. And it's rude. It's so rude.
You know what? Why don't they have anything to shut their mics off?
I would shut their mic off.
But where you can shut that thing off?
Yes. I would shut the mic off. And I think that's the reason why Trump, I just hate saying his name. I can't even, he doesn't want to do this virtual one because they will have the capability to mute the mic when they do this.
And he wants to get out there and act a fool.
He wants to act a fool, and he doesn't want to look crazy when they mute the mic and he's going to be talking and no sound is going to be coming out of it.
And good for him.
Yes, and he knows it's going to turn to a whole bunch of memes when this happens. So he don't want to do it. He doesn't want to do it. But you're sick, dude, and don't nobody want to be around you in your COVID. You need to go lay down somewhere.
Don't you even care?
Yeah.
Don't you even care that people don't want to be around or whatever? You're the president. You don't care about anybody but yourself.
You're but yourself, and you see how many people have been affected because they've been around you.
Right.
And my question is,
the whole White House is affected.
No,
and then you're gonna go in the Oval Office. What are you going in there
what
for?
are you
go home and go to
go home and lay down? And that's why when you said Pence in that eye, he ain't been around the president all this time. Are you telling me that Pence has not been around Trump?
Yes,
He definitely has been around him. And everybody that's been around Trump has been affected. So
right.
I don't understand why he would want to do. Well, I understand why he wants to because he knows that they're gonna mute his mic. That's what the whole thing is. They're gonna mute his mic. So I don't know.
And he was at home mad at Pence. Oh, he was mad. He was like fussing and cussing every time Pence answered a question or didn't answer it.
Yeah, Pence didn't answer the questions. And this is the thing. They ask you a question. They both did it. Trump did it too. And Harris also did it as well. They all did. It's their politics. They're politicians. But Pence did it more. Every time.
Yeah, because I think the only thing I caught was when Harris would not say that they were going to stack the house. And she went around that question.
Yes. You know
what I mean? So
it was that one, and it was one more.
Don't they all stack the house when they become
Yeah, they do. I mean, that's a part of the whole thing. That's what happened.
That's what they do.
So why would he even say anything about that?
What are you guys doing right now to the Supreme Court?
Right.
You guys want that, right?
Right.
You guys want that seat. Mm-hmm. You can't even wait till election. An election is what? How many days away? 6 months?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Can't wait. You guys are such crooks.
They are. And the other thing is that Pence didn't answer most of the questions. You want to talk over, but you're not answering the question with your overness.
You're not.
What did you say?
You're not.
I had to keep looking at the screen. Like, what was the question again? What did they ask?
And you know what I love that she said? I I don't want that man in that White House telling me what I need to do with my body.
Girl.
I was like,
yes.
Oh my God. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Because I'm like, I feel the same way. And I have said that before. No white man gonna tell me what to do with my body and what I can and can't do.
Right.
Who are they?
Right.
Government don't tell you what to do with your body.
Right.
I was so happy that she said that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's my body.
I do what I want.
You can't tell me what to do and what not to do with my body.
Right. It's me. And then when she said about the vaccine, we talk about the vaccine. She said,
that was classic.
If the doctors say it's good to take, then I'll take it. But if Donald Trump tell me to take it, I ain't taking it. I know that's right.
She had some good shots in there.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
At least she was being honest.
Yes. I was like, I know that's right. I would do it. I know what you're talking about because I wouldn't do it either. I would not do it either. Donald Trump Jr., so he tweeted about the virtual presidential debate. He said, this is bullshit.
He got a lot of nerve.
He said, this is bullshit. He said, yeah, let Biden do it from his basement so people can feed him his talking points all night long. Get the fuck out. He put GTFO. He sure did. On his Twitter. I'm like, what in the world? What? I don't get it.
Why are they so mad?
Why are you mad?
I mean, why doesn't he care about the country? You know what I mean? He only cares about himself. He's going to lose. Yeah. He's going to lose this, Margot. And the thing is, they're running scared. And for his son to say something like that,
right.
It's awful.
Yes. So you want him to put all these other people, the moderator, the opposing party, whoever else is the cameraman, all these people in jeopardy because your dad has COVID. Your dad has COVID.
And then I'm like, wait a minute. What would be the difference if he's our candidate? What would be the difference whether it's virtual or not?
Right. Everything is virtual right now. Hell, we're virtual right now. Everything that we've been watching for the past 7 to 8 months has been virtual. So why has this not been virtual? But you know what Biden has said? I'm going to find this thing. He said, wait, I got to find it. But Biden had a little comeback for his butt. He said, if you don't want to come, then don't come. We're going to just pretty much do what we're going to do, okay? You can't change the dates of this stuff happening. You can't change. You cannot change the dates. It's going to be when it is. You may be the president, but you cannot change when these dates and these debates happen. It's already set. It's scheduled. Let's go.
You should have wore your mask, sir.
Yeah. You should have wore your mask, and you shouldn't have made fun of Biden for wearing his. Every time I see you, you got this big old mask on your face. But guess who don't got COVID?
He could be 10 feet away.
Right.
You got this big old mask.
Right. But look.
I bet you he ain't got COVID.
Who don't got COVID? The man with the big old mask.
You don't have COVID.
So Trump said he will not participate, and that's fine. If you don't want to participate,
he doesn't need to.
You don't have to.
People have made their decision.
They really have. You're gonna be what you're gonna be, and you're gonna vote for who you're gonna vote for. And I'm gonna just say this, and then I'm gonna get off of this subject. So I posted on my Facebook the picture of the fly on what's his name head on
okay.
Pennsylvania.
They had that stuff all over the internet.
They did. And
I saw Kamala with a fly swatter.
They sold fly swatters. They have Biden Harris fly swatters that they said they sold out in the first hour that they got them.
I believe it.
They sold them. But I have family members who are Trump supporters. They're Trump supporters. So they decided to jump on my page. I love y'all to death, but of course you guys, I talk about the shit that happened in my life. Okay, so they going back and forth, and this is my thing about Trump supporters.
Okay,
they are so eager to egg people on. So they are egging me on, asking me, well, what is it? First of all, the first comment that came out was, all you guys have to say is something about a fly on his head. What about what Pence said? he was respectful, and he was this, and he was that. I said, first of all,
he wasn't respectful.
He wasn't respectful. Second of all, this is my page, and right now we making fun of the fucking fly on this dude's head. That's what we're doing. So if you want to be political, go back to your page. Go to your page and be political.
Yeah.
Right now, we're making jokes about the fly. Okay? We didn't say nothing about the debate. Did nobody say who did good, who didn't do great? That wasn't what the feed was talking about. We talking about the motherfucking fly on this man's head. That's it. They
pissed him off.
They just kept going. Well, let me know why are you guys voting for Biden Harris? Trump did this. Trump did that. All the way down. All right. People start jumping in because they didn't even know who it was. They was like, "What the hell happened? What? Who is this?" This is my thing. Everybody knows who they're voting for. So you spewing this stuff about your president and what you like and what you know and what you think you know and all, it's fine, but don't push that on nobody, because I'm not gonna push how I feel on you. You go ahead
on your page.
Yeah, on my page. You go to your page and
you
do
go
that.
To your page,
and y'all can talk about that. And if I want to come jump on your page, then that's me jumping into the den and wanting to go back and forth debate.
Right.
But we talking about a fly on a dude's head right now. That's what everybody on this page is laughing about. That's what we talking about.
You're a comedian.
Right. I'm not talking about nothing political. They wanted me to lay out the points that Pence talked about. I don't sit and watch no debate with no pen and paper and be writing shit down. That's not what I do. I don't do that.
You're not even political.
I'm not political. So I'm not going to go back and forth. I'm not going to be able to debate with you. And you sitting and putting clips on my page of Trump said this, he did this, they did this. I'm like, oh my God. This is too much. So I just started putting memes. I was like, girl, bye Felicia. I was just putting all kind of memes on there to respond to the thing. Because I'm like, it's not that serious. But then I told my sister. And so she jumped on there. So that ended up going on. But I'm just saying, Trump supporters, Biden Harris supporters, don't push the agenda. People we down to the wire. People already know who they vote for, and if they don't, that's on them. I don't see how you don't know who you voting for.
That's right. At this point,
you should know who you voting for. Oh, that's the other thing I want to make is that Trump supporters, and I put this on my page. Trump supporters, they have drank some kind of orange Kool-Aid. They drink the way that they talk, the way that they speak, the way that they robotically say stuff. You know, this, because they all say the same thing. This,
the talking points.
Yeah, all talking points. All talking points. And then you guys do screen grabs and then like, look at this and look at that. Like you all say the same exact thing. You guys sound like a freaking robot, like you drank the freaking orange Kool-Aid.
Right.
And that's fine. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to say anything to make you change your mind about your dude. That's cool.
And you're not going to say anything to make me change my mind about my dude.
Thank you. And so it's all good. I don't want to debate about it. I don't really care about it in that way. You do you for you, and I'm going to do me for me. And that's it. We don't have to go back and forth. But they egg people on, and then people start. I mean, people was in my DMs like, who the fuck is this? Because I'm about to go in. Who the fuck? I was like,
do I need to be careful before I go in?
Right. I just want to know before, because I'm like my Twitter fingers are ready. They're about to hit the keys, but I want to make sure I don't hurt nobody's feelings. I was like, it's good. It's all good. It's family, so don't even worry about it. Oh, okay, I'm glad I asked, because I was about to go in. Okay. I was about to go in. Oh, my God. So, So y'all just stop.
And before that person started putting that stuff on there, he should have just, stuck his feet in the water just a little bit to check the temperature before he started putting something in there ridiculous.
Right. Exactly. Go to your page and do that. Your people love to hear all of that.
Yeah. I'm a comedian. Yeah. We're going to be making fun. That's what we do here.
That's what we do.
Get off my page.
Right. I'm talking about a fucking fly. I didn't talk about what Pence said. I didn't say nothing that what Kamala said. Harris said. I didn't say anything any of their points.
And if you did, that was your business because it was your page.
Yes, it's my page. I can say what I want to say. Freedom of speech.
Go debate with somebody else.
That want to debate, because I don't write notes and watch TV. I just watch the shit and then I go away.
Yeah. You sit up there watching it for shits and giggles.
Right. And that's exactly what I got it when I seen that fly.
Exactly.
I got it. Because the shit was boring. I was like, he ain't answering the questions. She's smiling because she like, all right, man. All right. See right through what that is. Okay. I'm just going to
know. You know what? I was so glad she didn't even let him know the fly was there.
Yep. She didn't even wave it away. Get it away. Gotta fly.
She did none of that. She did none of that. But I'm telling you, she has some facial expressions.
Oh, yeah. She has some facial expressions for you. She did.
I mean, I read them all. Mm-hmm. And all of them said, you a damn liar. Okay. Oh, really? Okay, just wait. Okay. Hold on. I got something for you.
She started writing her notes. She was like, okay.
I was loving it. I was just like, that's what I need to see. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. I was so happy. I was like, I think she did a great job. And if she did not answer some things, so what? It was political. And guess what? He wasn't answering nothing.
Okay, I'm going to make this point right here too. This is this man's job right now for the past 4 years. He has been the VP of the United States. He should have been able to answer all of those questions.
Okay, let me ask you this. Since he's been the VP, what job did Trump give him? What job?
What was he doing? What? Nothing.
The only job he ever gave him that was made public to everybody is he was in charge of COVID. That was the only job Pence had in 4 years.
4 years.
And guess what?
He fucked it up.
Messed up. And who was always on the microphone? In front of the Rose Garden at the podium. Mm-hmm. Trump.
Yep.
Not Pence.
Yep.
Pence was standing behind him.
Yep.
It was Trump's big mouth
yep.
over and over again. Yep. And you were in charge of COVID. He put you in charge of it, supposedly.
Right.
The only job you had in 4 years.
Right.
And he gave you the COVID thing because he screwed it up so bad.
Right.
Then he would have blamed it on you, and you're going to take it, and you know better than he is because he's been the mouthpiece forever.
The whole time. So this is your job. That's like somebody coming on our job and they asking us questions, but then somebody that has never done our job, they asking them questions and they over here shooting off stuff like, oh, this is what I would do. I would do this. I would do that. I would do this. And then they ask me, I'll be like, so what we were thinking is, possibly you have 4 years. You have 4, and I don't care how eloquently and how slow y'all think he speaks. He wasn't saying shit. He wasn't saying anything.
Not a darn thing.
Not a darn thing. He was like, oh, well, he is speaking very eloquently, and he was speaking very this and that. No, I don't care how he was speaking. He wasn't saying shit. Okay.
Like they used to always say back in the day, talk loud and saying absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing. To the point where I had to say, what's the fucking question again? What was the question?
Let me roll that back.
Put the question back up, because I don't even know what the heck. What is he talking about? What are you talking about? I don't get it.
He forgot. He forgot to.
Yeah. All right. So you were saying something about the officer that was that went to jail for George Floyd.
Yeah, Mr. Derrick. Mm-hmm. Mr. Derrick got out of jail on $1 million bond, and he's at home. They let him out of jail. They let him out of jail yesterday, and he's comfortably at home. And he will. I guess the trial starts in March in 2021. So next March, next year, will be the trial. Where did he get $1 million bond from?
Right. From a GoFundMe that some guy didn't put up for this dude.
Or those good old boys that put their money together and bailed his ass out. How about that?
Yep, that's what it is.
You know what I mean?
Police officers don't make that much money. Not to be having $1 million sitting around. No, they don't.
Not to be sitting around. So, it made me mad. It's just like there shouldn't have been any bond. You know what? What if this man runs?
Right. He should stay in jail.
And you know what? They probably going to help him run.
Yeah. Hide him and everything.
If he runs, they're going to help him run.
Yeah.
They're going to help him run.
And if that happens, that's going to be such a travesty because y'all allowed this to happen when he should have said, if it was any Joe Blow, they ass would have had no bail and they would have had to sit in jail until their court date.
Right.
For something like this. They would have to be in jail until their court date. So, I guess, whatever.
You know what, it gets harder and harder and you try not to really think about it because it makes you so angry.
Yeah.
It's just like, it makes you feel like you want to stay and just scream out from the mountaintop. Why are we still here?
It's 2020.
Nobody gives a fuck.
It's 2020.
You've seen it. Everybody's seen this.
Yeah.
Come on. What are we doing?
It's on our TV in color, not even black and white. It's not a picture. We see you in whole action on this man's neck. And just staring into the camera.
Exactly. And even with Brianna, it was just like, nobody gets in trouble?
Nobody? Yeah, nobody. No. It's her boyfriend's fault for shooting. Somebody breaking into my house. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot.
Owner. It's registered to him.
Right.
You had a no-knock warrant. That means you don't have to knock.
Right.
So you bust in. He's there with his girl. He better shoot.
Yeah.
He better shoot.
Yeah. He has to shoot.
And he shot one bullet, and it was a warning. Pop.
And then y'all just laid it out.
Shot up the whole place. And it's sad because they had the tapes were released today of what was saying after that, after the shooting and after the smoke cleared.
Mm-hmm.
And those, I didn't even want to hear it. My daughter was telling me those cops were so disrespectful.
Really?
Yeah, and she also said that one of them said, hey, you guys, be careful what you saying, mics are on.
And they say that shit all the time. They say that shit all the time.
They don't care about black lives. Mm-hmm. They never have. Mm-hmm. They're trained not to think about them. Mm-hmm. They're trained not to look at us as humans.
Right.
Male or female, it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And
as long as they keep getting away with it and no charges are being brought and you can go back to the same job and still get your pension and everything like that, what makes you think that they're going to stop doing it?
Right. For what? There's no consequences.
There's no consequence.
Why not? A slap on the wrist, administrative leave with pay until they figure it out and it just blows over and then I come back to work and do the same thing. Like, they don't care. That's nothing. That's nothing. I'm still getting paid. I'm at home. I'm watching Wendy Williams on TV every day until y'all figure the shit out. And then you're going to be like, okay, you can come back to work. The smoke is clear.
And I still get a pension.
Yeah, I'm getting a pension. I'm good to go. Where's the consequences?
And you know what? The hard part for me is that they're killing women. Black women.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's just like, you can't even say, oh, it's just a black male. They killing black women like it ain't nothing, and nobody's getting in trouble. Nobody's being charged.
No.
Wow, for real, we're just what? Target practice? What are we?
Right.
For real?
Yeah.
You don't even. I mean, what if they had children?
Right. Oh my gosh.
You know how sometimes your kids come and get in bed with you?
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. If a child would have been in that bed,
it wouldn't have made no difference.
No, it would have been the same thing.
It would have been the same thing. That's the part that bothers me. Yeah. It's like, there's no repercussions. There's nothing.
Right. Yep. Your video went away. Your video is gone. Yeah. Yeah, I don't, there you go. I don't understand it, and it's something that I guess we will never understand. But as long as we all continue to fight and say what we have to say and vote and get the right people in these places. And I'm sorry to say the House We need some new blood up in the house. Like I'm tired of the old people.
We're gonna get it. It's going to happen soon enough. It's going to happen. And we need, these police officers, they need to be held accountable. And not only that, they need a database that, like Kamala was saying, that every time that there's a question about somebody they killed or somebody that they shot or whatever, it goes in the database.
Yeah.
It goes in the database.
So they have that information.
Bad cop, watch out.
Yeah.
This has happened already to him.
Yeah, 1 time, 2 time, 3 time. Y'all let that happen?
Exactly.
You had them kill 3 people? Come on.
Exactly. The questionable stuff.
Right.
Yeah, it needs to happen that way. It needs to happen.
Yeah.
And I really wish they would too. That would be so great because they get away with murder.
Yeah.
With murder, and they're supposed to be protecting and serving. Who are they protecting and serving?
Yeah. And what else?
You're scared to call the police because you're afraid they're going to shoot you and whoever else.
Right. Be like, I'm the one that called. I'm the one that called. They didn't shot you. You try to tell them that you the one that called the damn police, and here they going to shoot on you.
They don't care. It's awful.
That's crazy.
And talking about shooting people.
Oh.
What about Tory Lanez?
Oh my gosh.
Charges have been filed. LA County DA, assault with a semi-automatic firearm, personal use of a firearm, loaded and unregistered
gun,
firearm in a vehicle. He has 1, 2, 3, 4 felony counts. And he is due in court next week. Los Angeles.
Wow.
And the person that he supposedly shot was Meagan D Stallion.
That's crazy.
Is that crazy or is that crazy?
They said it's looking maximum 22 years.
Wow.
Yeah, maximum.
He's not going to get max. They're not
going to give him max. But who else was in that car? Like, who else?
I thought it was her girlfriend. One of her good friends or something was in the car with her.
Somebody needs to talk. I mean, I believe that he shot Meagan Thee Stallion in the foot. I believe that. And I believe that, he's saying, I didn't. Well, who the hell did it? The best friend or the friend in the back didn't shoot her.
But you know what? I have a question, though. If somebody shot you, I don't think I would get back in the same car with the person that shot me.
So she got back in the car?
She got back in that truck or the car, wherever they was in. When the police stopped them, she got back in there.
Yeah, I wouldn't have got back in the car. No.
I mean, they were saying that she had got back in, and they left or whatever. I don't know, but, I mean, and she said she didn't want to tell the police or anything like that because she was protecting him. And it's just like, how's all this making sense? It's not making sense.
Right.
And then now she's having some problems with her friends and people, it sounds like people are turning against her and she's the one that got shot.
The one that got shot in the foot. Like, why are y'all mad at her? Somebody needs to talk, because what the hell? She the one that got shot in the foot.
And not snitching and not doing all this. But you shot a woman. Come on. Yeah. What's wrong with you? But they say that he has a bad reputation with women already. So why would she even bother with him?
Right.
But you don't know why people do things.
Right. Oh. Who is this? Okay, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm going to talk about this in my reality. Something just popped up about 12 minutes ago. It was about a black cast member that'll be joining the Real Housewives of New York. Okay, I will explain that.
Oh yeah, that's your stuff.
Yeah.
That's your thing.
I'm like, what? What happened?
Oh my God.
Yeah, well, okay. Well, he'll have to go on and go to court and figure out what the heck and get whatever he's due. And I hope, Megan and her friends and whatever just get it together.
Get it together and just watch where you're going and who you're running with.
And who you with. These crazy dudes. This is Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. And I just want to say, too, you guys be careful who you give your donations to and who your money to, because a lot of people, it's just for profit, and they're taking your money, and they're not doing everything they say that they're doing with that money that you donate to those organizations.
That's a good point.
Because I learned a lot in watching some of those doc series and things like that. I mean, that big one, I think her name is Susan.
Susan Coleman.
Yeah. I mean, everything that causes breast cancer, she's supporting, and her name's on it, and she's sitting on boards. Mm-hmm. So now, how are you going to turn around and have breast cancer awareness and everything like that when you sit on all these different boards? That's a conflict, isn't it? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, people, do your research before you donate your money.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Do your research before you donate your money, because it's a big racket out here.
Right.
And I'm going to say, if you can, just send your money to the Cancer Society directly, mm-hmm. Breast Cancer Society, things like that. Send it to different colleges and things like that for research. Mm-hmm. Cancer research is doing, cancer research, things of that nature and stuff like that. So know that your money is going to the cause instead of to the private planes, mm-hmm. and the big homes and all the cars and all the vacations.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Because all of your money doesn't get to the Cancer Society anyway, because they take a portion of that money and charge it to administration. Mm-hmm. What is administration?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Do your research, people, before you donate your hard-earned money to these organizations, please.
Yes.
Please.
For sure. And that's all of these organizations. Make sure. Because even there have been some situations with Black Lives Matter. They use the Black Lives Matter name. Mm-hmm. And then, you donate to that chapter, or you donate to that, whoever's asking you for it. It is not really the Black Lives Matter organization.
Do your research. Find out. You need to find out the one in your areas, mm-hmm. the one in your cities and stuff like that, mm-hmm. and you donate that way, and stuff like that. If you're going to do something,
yeah, for sure. So in reality, so last week I talked to you guys about the Real Housewives of Potomac. So it was a whole lead up to a fight. They had a fight. Monique and Candace had their fight the week before last. So this Sunday, they had Monique called all the ladies, and she said Monique is the one that pulled Candace's hair and all this. Candace is the one that was antagonizing Monique, and Monique just blacked out. Monique was like, enough is enough. I had enough. I just can't. And so this past Sunday, Monique called the ladies, and she said, you know what, I want to have a conversation with you all, because they kind of like, I don't know if vilified is the word, but they kind of like wrote Monique off. Like, she is dangerous. Black ladies fighting. I don't want to be around that. I don't want to be around her. I mean, they just like blew it all up out of proportion. Now, let me just tell you, all of these ladies on this show have had some tit for tat and some big words to say to each other about stuff. Nobody's put hands on people, but it got real close. They were pointing fingers in each other's face, saying all kind of mad stuff. So now that Monique was tired of Candace's stuff and just snapped, now she's the beast. Now she's, you making black women look bad. You making they're just throwing all this black woman stuff up, which is totally fucking crazy. So even Candace, the one that got her ass beat, she's like, she's on Wendy Williams. Oh my God, I just can't. And, I may say stuff, but you should never put your hands on people. No, you shouldn't antagonize people, because you just never know who you're going to run up against. Stop it. Yeah. You're a grown-ass woman. You over here going on. Anyway, so last week she had, they all met, and Giselle, which is one of the housewives, she came in with a bodyguard. So they she came in with a bodyguard. Now, a little background between Monique and Giselle. When Monique came to Potomac, because she came like second season in Potomac, when she came into Potomac, Giselle didn't like her. She did. There was oil and water. They really didn't like each other. But then they started kind of liking each other or whatever. Or they tolerated each other. But for the most part, those two people didn't like each other. So now Giselle has this about Monique. Oh God, I'm so scared of her. I don't want to record with her. I don't want this. I don't want that. But she came with a bodyguard. The other ladies came in, and then they had the conversation. And so Monique kind of explained to them that, it was just a buildup of different things. And she kept going and she kept going and she kept going. And she said when she kept pointing her finger in my face, and I told her, stop pointing your finger in my face, and she kept doing it. So Monique started flipping the girl's hair like this. And so Candace was like, oh, so what, you gonna drag me now? Because Monique already told her a couple of seasons ago that she was gonna drag her, but Monique was pregnant. She was like, yeah, I'm gonna drag you. Lucky that I'm pregnant because I would drag you. That's what she told her.
Wow.
So she's like, what, you gonna drag me now? You gonna drag me now? And so all this is going on. Monique blacked out, grabbed the girl's hair, and just had it down, and boom, 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 was beating her up. And everybody trying to get her apart. So in this big old meeting, they expected Monique to say, I'm sorry. And she said, I can't. At this point right now, this was a year ago when all this happened. But this was days ago when she's doing this talk, like 5, maybe a week. She said, I can't. They wanted her to be remorseful. She said, I can't be remorseful because at this point right now, I can't. I feel like she was wrong. Like she needed to stop picking at me. And just because when you talk big shit, people that talk big shit, you got to be ready to get your lip busted one day. Somebody gonna bust your lip. Everybody can't walk away. And not to say that it's right, but people have switches. And you flip that switch on, and that's what happened to Monique. She said, but I don't want you guys to see me as, this one incident just be my end all of who I am, because this is not who I am. I'm sorry about me snapping. That I am sorry about. That is something that she has kids. She got 3 kids. That is something I wouldn't want my kids to ever see. That is something that I wish never happened. But to feel remorseful at this point, I don't. I just don't, and I can't.
Tell the truth, shame the devil.
Yes, and she told her truth. So here goes right. Giselle with the bodyguard. She was like, she started, let me take notes. She put her phone out. She was just so extra. So fucking extra. I was like, bitch, you do need to go. You go. You leave. She said, I'm getting ready to go. Because I can't believe you can't be remorseful and I don't want to record with you and I don't want to do. She said, fine. Monique was like, okay, cool, fine. Do whatever you got to do. And then it's another lady that's on there that just came to the show via Candace. So her and Candace are friends. So of course she on Candace's side. So she was like, well, this, just saying dumb stuff. But the whole thing is, I hope that they don't take Monique off the show, and I don't think that they will. They didn't take Portia off the show. She had to do some... when Portia was on Atlanta, she had a fight with, what's her face, Kenya, on the reunion show. They didn't take her off the show, but she had to come back and do some anger management or whatever.
Right.
But, I mean, it is what it is. And stop talking shit. And stop being a little gnat. I want Candace to be off the show. I cannot stand her. I can't stand her. Because
and you know what?
She's a little gnat.
They the one that build up all this stuff. And they know it's going to get explosive. Yeah. And that's what they're hoping for, to get their ratings in the first place.
Yeah.
So they allow this stuff to go on. So don't turn around and ask her to feel a certain way or whatever when you guys were behind all this pushing anyway.
Yeah. You know who Candace is. She's a gnat. She's going until she came with the fly swatter and swatted your ass away.
Right.
So it is what it is. And I want Candace to be gone. It's okay. For me, it's okay for them to have the banner going back and forth or whatever. But somebody that antagonizes someone to the point to where they just whop your ass, you need to go. Because you're doing that for a reason. You're doing that because that's what you wanted to happen.
Did she hurt her? Did she hurt her?
No, she hurt her weave. That's what she hurt her weave. But now, oh wait, hold on, let me back up. But now she's sore. I'm so sore. I have to go see my what's
chiropractor?
No, the psychiatrist. She's playing this whole role now. The whole role. I have to go to my psychiatrist. I need to go and talk to him, and I need to do this, and I need to do that, and I just feel like, oh, she's a victim. She is totally victim. She's totally playing the whole victim role. She sees no wrong in what she did. Nothing. I should be able to say whatever I want to say. I didn't put any hands on her, so she shouldn't have put hands on me. Yeah.
So no one's backing this other lady.
One of them. She's like, it wasn't right, but I feel what she's saying. I feel what she's saying because she has had words with Candace in Candace's house where Candace picked up a knife. They was having dinner. Candace picked up a knife. Candace's husband had to come pick her up and drag her away from the table because she was like this in the girl face with a knife.
What?
Yes. So y'all gonna just put this weight on Monique. Like, oh, the black woman. Like, y'all just been stellar the whole time. It's not true. So, excuse me, hold on. I just wish they would not do that to her. So, I don't know how it's going to come out in the end. What's going to happen? Black? They're all black. This whole, the whole season, the whole cast is black. Yes. So, we'll see how that come out. I just wish that they would stop pushing the narrative of the black woman and you guys, people are looking at us and they're like, oh my God, these black women are fighting and that's what they want us to do. Y'all do that shit. Y'all been doing that shit all these seasons. So shut the fuck up.
But wait a minute. All those shows that I have seen, a lot of those, that one with the Italian women, what was that?
Oh, Real Housewives of New Jersey. Oh, they get busy.
They was throwing down.
Yes.
For real.
Yes.
Oh my God, they fought like cats. What was that one lady girl? She was beat.
Teresa. Yep.
No, there was another one.
Who is it?
The little lady.
Oh,
what was her name?
Oh my gosh.
She was letting them have it.
Yes.
Left and right.
Yes. And they don't be like, oh, people are gonna think Italians are, they don't throw that card. But we always so quick to throw that card. Oh, the black women, they're gonna think that we're this and we're that. Shit happens, and it is what it is. No matter what color you are.
If you're so worried about that,
just stop
it. Get your ass off the show.
Get your ass off the show because that's what they want you to do.
What is the whole premise of the show?
Right.
Just showing how you guys don't get along and how you guys attack each other or whatever. You signed the contract.
Right.
You know what it is.
Right. So shut up and sit down and either be on the show or don't be on the show. But
don't be on the show.
Monique ended up saying in the end, because they had said something to her. I think Giselle had said, I can't be around you and this and this and that. Whatever she said, and that's fine. And maybe I don't need to be a part of this. That's what she said. She married to an ex-football player. She don't need this. They got houses and cars and all kind of shit. She's set with her husband. She don't need this show, but she's a part of the show, and I like her on the show. A lot of people like her on the show. Candace ass, she needs to go. She's a rat. Like, she is a serious rat. She is just that kind of person that's just eggs you on, and you like, shut the fuck up. Like, leave me alone. Like, you and your talking and being mad and whatever you're saying is pissing me off. So back up and shut up. Just shut up. Because then you get somebody that blackout. That's what Monique said. She said, I don't even know what happened. She said, when I came to, because I blacked out, I don't know. When I came to, I just know I had her hair in my hand. And I kept hearing people saying, Monique, let her go. Monique, let her go.
Wow.
So
she just grabbed her hair?
She just grabbed her hair. And she grabbed her hair and she pulled her down. And she was, swinging. But it was people pulling her. So she didn't, get a good bow, hit in her head. But Candace had a glass in her hand. And out of defense for herself, she threw it. She chucked it. And she hit Monique in the mouth with it. So Monique's mouth was bleeding from her throwing the glass at her. But even prior to all of this happening, they were at a winery or whatever, and so they had wine and cheese and salami. So there was a little knife on the table. Remember, I told you she had the knife with the other lady. She picks the knife. She has a glass of wine in this hand, and then she has the knife to cut the cheese in this hand. This is Candace, and she talking like this with the knife again. And so her friend tried to grab the knife. She said, "Oh no, I'm fine." But you talking with the knife. You're talking with a knife in your hand. So what if you black out and you start stabbing people? So you put the girl on a defense when you got the knife in your hand. So shit happens. I'm gonna get you before you get me. She ended up putting the knife. She did end up taking the knife out of her hand. Then she tried to take the glass out of her hand, and then she said, "No, I got this." Because she knew she was going to need that glove. She was going to keep poking the bear till the bear said, "Roar!" and jumped on her.
And see, that's the thing. People don't understand. You don't know what people's limits are.
You don't.
You don't know. That's what they talk about, that thin line.
Yeah.
You don't know when you cross that line. You don't even know where that line is. Yep. And you just keep going on and on because that person's not saying nothing to you, and they're trying to ignore you, and you keep on going on and on and on. But once they see red, it's a done deal.
Yeah, it's over.
It's a done deal. Folks need to leave folks alone.
Yeah, you need to just step back. You see, she what they had asked her, which started it. One of the ladies had said, "So how you guys doing? What's going on with y'all two?" Because they had already had some words or whatever. She said, "What's going on with y'all two?" Monique said, "You know what? I'm just going to meet her where she is. I'm good. I'll be cordial. I'm good." It's Monique. She's, "Well, this is Candace. Well, if that's what she said, it's good. I don't know if it's good. I don't even know." So then Monique was like, "Well, it is what it is. You know what?" You could tell she's trying to brush you off. It is what it is. Da, 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 da. Well, you say that and you didn't. And she back away from the table and she twirling and trying to sound like Monique has like a little raspy voice. So she started talking in her voice and she's like, "Well, that's whatever you say." And so that's what started it. And so that was probably like eating at her. She's like, I came in being cool and you just keep going. And you twirling around and you causing a scene and you keep going. You got the knife. Oh, they took that away. Now you pointing in my face. Okay, now we're getting a little closer. Telling you to stop. Don't point in my face.
She was pointing all in her face.
In her face. All in her face. She said, "Don't point in my face." She said, "Get your finger out my face." So that's what, it just was like a whole, it started a whole situation. Wow. She started it. And she blacked out. And she got mollywopped. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. And it's over. So,
people have to be careful.
Yeah.
People have to be careful. Like you said, keep on poking that bear if you want to.
Yeah, keep doing it. Keep poking the bear.
You don't want him up. You're going to wake him up, and then what?
Right. So, and then I just seen this real quick. Ebony K. Williams, I don't know who that is, becomes the first black cast member to join the Real Housewives of New York.
I didn't even New York still had a show.
New York still has a show. This will be season 13 for them.
Wow.
Yep.
Is that the one that had Bethany on there?
Yep. She says she's excited. I'm trying to see who she is. Let's see. Ebony, as she served as a host on multiple shows. She served as a co-host on Fox News Specialist and also WABC Radio. She now serves as one of the 4 hosts on Revolt TV State of the Culture with Remy Ma, Joe Buttons, and Brandon Jenkins. Oh, okay.
Ebony, what's her name? She got a long weave.
Ebony Williams, yeah. Didn't know what she, right now it shows a ponytail. She got a ponytail and this.
Was she the one that was on
Real Tiny?
Fix My Life?
No, I don't think so.
That's not her?
Mm-mm. She's Real Tiny.
Yep. She got a husband and a son.
They don't say. It doesn't say on here. It says, reports that actress is trying to become the cast.
I think that's her.
Oh, yeah?
Put her name in there and put Yvonne Fix My Life and see if it comes up. If it's the same woman I'm thinking of, that Ebony rings a bell to me. And on the newscast, it rings a bell to me. Fix My Life and see if her name come up. And type in her name.
No.
No? Mm-mm. You don't see anything?
No.
Ebony with... okay. No. That's not her then. Okay.
No. What came up is Ebony K joins Real Housewives. She's leaving Fox News. Just became the change of law. Yeah, no. I put Fix My Life on there. Nothing came up with Fix My Life. It's just her pictures. No. Okay. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know. So with New York, we'll see. We'll see how, because they just added Griselle Bouvier to Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. She was on Beverly Hills. You know Fancy from the Jamie Foxx show?
Yeah.
She's on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Oh, really?
It was a little different. They didn't have a black cast member, and she was the first one. She held her own pretty much. She held her own. It was some moments in there that they was trying to bait her, but she didn't take the bait. She didn't take the bait.
Okay. Now, you know, what about Orange County?
Orange County is coming back.
Did that come on?
It's coming back next month. They will be back. So that's the original.
I remember that. I haven't watched any of these shows so long, but I remember I used to watch that one in New York. I mean, years ago.
Oh yeah,
years ago. I mean, and that other one. I watched the New York one with Bethany, and I watched Orange County, and the other one with the Italian chicks.
New Jersey.
Mm-hmm. New Jersey.
Yeah.
Those are the ones I watched. And that was in the beginning. That's when it was good.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That was before those people went to jail. Remember that couple? Yeah. They went to jail. That was way before that and all that. Oh yeah. It was so many years ago, but it was really good back then. I've been away from it so long. I don't even think I know the characters anymore.
Oh yeah, they have mostly all changed, and they are starting a new franchise of Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake City?
Yes.
What's in Salt Lake City?
With the Mormon people. They're all Mormons. Is it Salt Lake City? Yeah, Salt Lake City. Utah, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so they're playing that one, and I'm like, of course I'm going to watch it. I'm going to see. But I don't know. When I watched the previews of it,
I couldn't even imagine.
I was like, they doing too much. They're like rich. They're rich people in Salt Lake City. Rich women, rich families, whatever. But the way they portrayed them on the little trailers and stuff like that, they just doing so extra. Like, so extra.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm like, I think you guys are just trying to do too much because
they're trying too hard.
You know what these other franchises done, so you're just trying to be this franchise. Just be yourself. Just come on there and be yourself. Be who you are. They just, I don't know. I'm gonna give them a chance. I'm gonna see. I think they start.
Yeah, it'll go a little longer and a little stronger if you just come in there being yourself.
Yeah, you guys are starting off like at the top.
If you don't, you're gonna crash and burn.
Yeah, it's gonna be too much, and you and your Mormon culture is gonna be like, what the heck is going on? What the heezy?
Exactly. So, what are we doing?
Right.
Oh my God! And those tapes will come back and haunt you.
Okay. Sure will. It'll be for all eyes to see.
Now, let me ask you a question. Mm-hmm. What happened to the DJ on the Wendy Williams show?
So, it has been...
He was so cute.
He was very cute.
He was gorgeous. Oh!
He was. DJ Booth, yes.
Oh
so,
God.
It's being said that he has a sexual harassment case against Wendy Williams. That she was drunk, that she was drunk. This is what is being said. That she was drunk, and some of the cast, the people were at her house, and she was a little overly with DJ Booth, and some other people, and witnesses were there. So, I don't know how
she did all this. She did all this in front of everybody.
Yes, that's what is being said. So DJ Boo got on Twitter or something. He didn't say that. He just said that it's something, and when it come out, you guys are gonna be like whatever. But I don't know what it is. That's what's being said. But Wendy Williams is back, and the first week she was back, she was a little off. She was off, and I looked at some of the blogs and stuff, and the lady, I can't even remember. I'm sorry, I don't remember the blogger that it was, but she was saying that Wendy has been doing a lot of drinking, and she was off, like slow, like she maybe was a little tipsy or something while she was on air. And then she came back. So I watched it again, like two days in a row. She was like slow. Wendy is really quick. Wendy, you know, she'll be saying whatever she has to do. She'll sit there and be like, okay, huh? What happened? Like a long pause. It's a long pause, and I'm like, and she would start stuttering over her words and stuff like that, and I was like, okay, wait, something ain't right. The next day, it happened again, and then after that, she was back to her witty self. So I don't know what the heck is happening, but yeah, that's what's being said. Some kind of sexual harassment, but which is really weird to me because they were like this, like he was the only one that she would allow in her house. Like when COVID or whatever, that was even before COVID, he would drop her off food, and she would say this on air: drop her off food, buy her shoes, do this and do a lot of stuff for her. So I was thinking maybe they in a relationship and they don't want nobody to know, and she probably didn't feel like, this is my theory, and she didn't want him to be working for her, so she got another DJ, because they said he took her off of Twitter, like not Twitter, off of Instagram. So he removed her from his Instagram, and that she's done the same. And she keeps saying, well, I'm looking for a man, and this and whatever, and whatever man I got will never be on my Instagram. That's what she's saying, like on the show. That's what she said on the show. So I'm like, I don't know what's true. It just seems weird because they did have that kind of relationship. Whatever they were doing, it really seemed like they were having a relationship.
But, I mean, he's been there 12 years. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you're gonna stop his money from coming in? And he gone like that?
That's why I think I don't think that's for something is telling me that is not the story. That he's still in her life. But he's over here. You think he's
in her life?
I think he's still in her life. Like, cause he didn't say that happened. When he got on there, he said, when everything is said, then you guys gonna be like, pretty. But he never said that he was harassed. He didn't say that. This is what somebody else is saying. But he's like, when it all said and done, then y'all gonna be like, whatever.
But he did say that he got fired. He got let go. I mean, why would you use that term? How come he just couldn't say that I resigned my position if in fact that was the case? Why is he using the word terminated? I was terminated. She terminated me. She fired me.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
But she was, who said DJ Booth is gone? I don't know. I want to know. Let's see. Wendy Williams' secret drama with DJ Booth speaks out. Okay. I don't know. I'm gonna look into it. That's my theory. She was a little when she was on there. I was like, she do look a little bit drunk there.
I mean, and here's the thing. You can't wait until you get home or you get in your car to go home to turn up.
Right.
Why are you doing that? You know that you have to be, I mean, do you not care about your own show?
Right.
You know that you have to be ready at a certain time of day, to do the show. Right. Why couldn't you just wait?
Yep. And people looking at you. People looking at you. It. So I don't know. I really don't know. I'm looking at all these pictures that when they was together. They was together for a whole lot of pictures.
I mean, I just want to know who her team is. They can't even keep her sober for, whatever the taping is.
Right. Yep. And she won't say nothing about it. That's one thing. Wendy, like people say, she talk about everybody else shit and she don't talk about her own. She do not give light to nobody. Like, what's her name? Nene was talking shit about her. Nene from the Housewives of Atlanta. When she went away. Yeah, she told her. Because Wendy was on Watch What Happened. So that's something with Andy Cohen that comes on after, like, the Housewives. They have guests. Wendy was the guest after the Potomac fight. And so Andy had asked Wendy, what do you think about Nene? Because Wendy and Nene are supposed to be friends. She said, oh, no, yeah, we're friends or whatever. He said, well, how do you feel about her leaving the show? Like, no longer being on the show? He said, yeah. I just hope that she doesn't do any spinoff because, Nene and Greg, that's not interesting. Nene and her grandkids, that's not interesting. Which is not. It's not. I don't want to see Nene and her kids and Nene and Greg. But that's what she said. So Nene got upset. And so she was like, oh, so you're supposed to be, like, pretty much supposed to be my friend. And you talking about that I wouldn't be interesting if I did this, if I did that. Why don't you go drain your legs? That's what Nene said. She told her to drain her legs. I was like, you need to stop, Nene. You really need to stop. Just take the criticism and keep it pushing. Like, you could have said, but on Wendy Williams' show, she would never give light. Like, she has not said nothing about Nene. She would never give light to somebody else on her show. If she beefing with somebody, that's not going to take up her show. Like, she's not going to be like, well, I know you guys probably heard that I had a beef with Nene. She would never do that. Because now you're giving Nene light. Like, I'm not going to give you light on my show. And she's always said that. So she would never talk about what's going on. Anything with her is not going to be talked about on her show. Now, she may talk after the show. Or she may talk through her Instagram. Or if she have an interview or anything like that, she may talk about it. But on her show, and that's what people get mixed up. They're like, well, she ain't saying nothing on her show. She's like, and I'm not. Because that's not what my show is about. My show is not about me and Nene. Like, or me and Booth, or me and anybody.
Right.
So, I don't know. I do want to know, because I like DJ Booth. He's cute.
I do, too. And I think he did a good job.
He did a really good job.
Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm. He did a really good job. So, I want to know what happened.
And they say he real famous. They say he traveled all over the place.
Yeah.
She lost a good one.
She did. She really did. Oh, well. All right, y'all.
That's kind of sad, but...
Yeah. It is what it is.
People move on. People do different things and stuff like that. I guess, sometimes you just get so comfortable. Mm-hmm. And
around people.
You're just like, oh, my God.
Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. So the last thing we have is our bullshit and beauty. Our bullshit this week is that it's Kamala. The bullshit is that she couldn't express herself the way she really wanted to express herself. So she did those through her expressions. She couldn't say the things that she wanted to say.
Right. Her face told it, though.
But it told it all. Yeah. And we understood every cue, every face, every twist, every turn, frown, smile, all of that.
Yeah.
And we was like, okay.
Yeah. We read them all.
Yeah.
And it's a shame that she had to kind of, hold back a little bit and kind of, be in control
right.
of what she was doing so that she wouldn't be judged mm-hmm. by what, the other party stereotypes
right.
of Black women.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I think she did an outstanding job. It's a shame It's a shame that she had to be on guard constantly. Mm-hmm. But she did a very good job of looking relaxed and everything. And like you were saying, her facial expressions told it all. We can read each and every one of them because we have seen them before with our mothers, grandmothers, with ourselves, our friends, with everybody. You know what I mean? That is our culture. You know, even if we can't say anything. And if that's what we have for ourselves, we want to keep it for ourselves because you guys will never understand it. Don't try to understand it. Don't question us about it. It's not your concern. It's not your concern.
Right.
You know, if that's what we do, that's it. It does not take away from her experience or her education. Period.
Right. Yep.
You know, she knows more than the president that's in the White House right now. What?
Right. Exactly. And I have experienced with the white boss a stereotype of me being an angry black woman because he told me in front of people that I rolled my eyes. He told me that I rolled my eyes.
Margot, I've been told that on my life.
And I was taken back by that because whenever he makes a stance or he makes a, you know, he's like, okay, this is what it is, or whatever it is that we were talking about at work, it was okay. You know, you can raise your voice and say the things that you needed to say. You could be authoritative and say the things that you want to say. But if I say it, I'm being an angry black woman and I'm rolling my eyes. And I had to stop him. I said, let me please explain something to you. I'm a professional black woman, and I will never roll my eyes. That is just not something that I do. Now, when I was a child and I learned how to roll my eyes, I did. But to sit here and say that I rolled my eyes is a stereotype of what you think of as a black woman, then that's what we do. Roll our neck and roll our eyes.
Yeah. See, you already fixated on that.
Yes. Now, if I blinked and turned a different way, that's not rolling my eyes. What the heck are you talking about? But he was so fixated on me. You rolled your eyes. So, but because you rolled your eyes, I rolled my eyes. I just laughed just like that.
If you did, so what?
And so what?
So what? Why are you uncomfortable with that? What has happened in your life that made you uncomfortable with somebody rolling their eyes, sir?
Right. And
you know what I mean?
And he talked bad. Like he was one of those people that would just so mean but you so like you rolled your eyes. I was like, dude, the shit that be coming out of your mouth and your expressions and the things that you do, if I rolled my eyes, that should just go in and out because you do way more than that.
Right.
And so that's
why are you judging me on my expression?
Right. And that's what Kamala Harris had to, endure being in front of the American people, all on display, and being a black woman.
Because they were looking for all of it. They were looking for all of it.
Oh, she rolled her eye. Oh, she rolled her neck. She snapped her finger. She did this. She poked her butt out. They just waiting to say something.
You see her raise her eyebrow.
Right.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, she's angry.
I mean, I've always had a problem with my eyes all my life. Mm-hmm. And anybody that knows me will tell you, yep, she got them eyes, and then she'll roll them eyes at you, she'll cut you off, she'll do all that and stuff like that. And it's just my facial expression. I don't have a poker face. Mm-hmm. Whatever I'm feeling at that time, you're going to read it when you look at me.
Yeah.
That's as simple as that. That's it. Comes sometimes I just, and you're a witness to it. Sometimes I just got to put my head down so people can't read me.
Okay.
I just have to put my head down and, twiddle with my fingers or doodle on a piece of paper in a meeting because I don't want them to read me because my face would tell it all.
It will. It sure will. Because I can read her face. I'll be like, okay, let me take this one. I got it. Go ahead.
Margaret's like, okay, I got it. Okay, well,
okay. As we were saying.
Yeah, what she means is, I understand. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, think about that. we had to do those things in order to communicate, because if we said anything, we would be hung from a tree. So we communicated with our expression to one another. You know what I mean? So some of these things ain't for you to know.
Right.
You know, and they're not your business and they're not your culture. So you just stay over there, your culture, and leave us ours. And we don't have to explain anything to you. And we're tired of explaining things because you really don't give a fuck anyway.
You really don't.
You know, and every time you learn something about our culture, you take it. It's not for you though.
Right.
It's not for you. Concentrate and get your own culture. They just don't understand why we just keep popping up and popping back.
Right.
We can do everything to these people, and they still
here.
Still pop up. They still succeed. They still do this. They still have their posts on the culture, and everybody wants to copy them, and everybody wants to be them, and all this kind of stuff. Why do these people survive?
Yes. We here. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere.
You know?
As much as y'all want us to go, we're not going.
It's really crazy, you know?
We are not going. So the beauty, and that was the beauty. The beauty is that we were still able to read her facial expressions. We knew exactly what she was saying through her facial expressions without saying a word. Without saying a word, her expressions told it all. And we was like, yep, girl.
And then another beauty, too, was that we had a sister sitting there debating with the Vice President of the United States.
Thank you. A sister.
That graduated from an HBCU.
Yes. Did you see her get off the airplane, off the helicopter? Oh, Kamala be having her jeans on and her little tennis shoes and her little jackets. She was cute. I was like, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I was like, okay, I got you.
Yeah, I heard her speak, a few years ago. Me and Gloria from our legal department, we went over. She was at the Long Beach Arena. At the Long Beach Convention Center. And we walked over there. And I had went in and said, do you mind? I had asked the boss, do you mind if I walk over? He said, no, go ahead. Girl, we was over there about an hour, 2 hours. Hour and a half, 2 hours. And we listened to her speak. She was there with the mayor of Long Beach.
Oh, okay.
Mr. And she was really good. I got pictures of her, but it was so good. She was so personable.
Yeah, she
was very personable.
Yeah, she seems like she is very personable.
And you know what? I just really hope that that we win this ticket, and I just hope that she gets in there and she does a great job, and I hope that her and Biden do everything that they set out to do, and I just hope that they don't have no problems getting things done.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That is my prayer as well.
Okay.
All right, y'all. We know we talked y'all ears off today. You got us both here, so you got double the pleasure, double the fun. So we are winding it down. We have reached the end of episode 68 of the Just Being Me podcast. Thank you guys again for listening and supporting our podcast. Continue to share us and let your friends know and all that great stuff. So, y'all know COVID is still out here, so mask up, wash your hands, and do what you got to do, y'all, to stay safe.
And please read your ballots and make wise decisions, okay? Read those ballots. Take those ballots to the poll with you.
Yes.
Make wise decisions.
Yes.
You have to. And if you have any questions about anything on the ballot, they have something called Ballotpedia.
Oh, okay.
Like Wikipedia, they got Ballotpedia. So go on there and see if they can help you with any of your questions or whatever.
Okay, that's a good
I
one.
heard that. Yeah, I heard that today.
Okay, so y'all go to Ballotpedia. Make sure you get your information in the mail. What is it? The ballots in the mail? Those are showing up.
Official
ballots.
Sample ballots.
Yeah.
And mark all that stuff in there so that you could have all that ready when you go to the polls and you know what you're voting for and you're all set.
Yep, for sure. All right, you guys. We'll see you next week. Have a good week.
Be safe and healthy.
All right. Peace.